Hey explorers, it is almost the holiday season. It is right around the corner. It is November and it is now time to prepare for your holiday travels if you haven't already. So in this video, I'm going to give you holiday travel tips for 2023. So tune into this video to get all 8 of my holiday travel tips so you can have the best holiday travel this year in 2023. Before we get into these holiday tips, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and a notification bell so you'll be notified when all of my videos are released. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Now let's get into today's video. So for our first tip, avoid travel on busy days. Now I really hope you have your plane ticket purchased already for Christmas, or if you're in the US, Thanksgiving holidays, because they are probably more expensive right now. But if you don't, or if you're doing a road trip, make sure you do not travel on busy days. So if you're in the US, avoid that Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I have not traveled on that day in probably 5 or 6 years because it is absolutely insanity at the airports. I have flown and I have driven. I drove out of Atlanta. It took me so long to get to Cleveland, which is a 10-hour drive. It was not a 10-hour drive, it was way more than that because it was just so many people on the road the entire way. And on the way back, the Sunday following Thanksgiving, it was the same thing, both flying and driving. Same thing for Christmas. Avoid the day before Christmas. A lot of people are traveling, and if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, weather could be bad around Christmas. So give yourself enough time to avoid that high travel time around the holidays. Now make sure you have travel insurance. You should have travel insurance for any trip, any time of the year, but particularly during the holidays, because you never know what type of weather condition can happen, what delays can happen. You remember last year when Southwest Airlines completely just exploded and people just couldn't get anywhere for days because their system they just stopped functioning. Remember that? That wasn't a year ago. That could happen. Something similar could happen. There could be a blizzard. There could be who knows what could happen. Weather is very unpredictable any time of the year, but winter it gets even more crazy. So if you have travel insurance in place, it will give you some coverage if there is a delay, if there's a cancellation, if your baggage is lost, it has that coverage for you. So make sure you have that when you travel. And it's very important if you're traveling outside of your home country to have travel insurance. Make sure it covers travel medical, it covers repatriation, it covers if you need to have an emergency flight back home for illness, it covers those things. So make sure you get travel insurance. I will have a link down below to the site that I use. It is an affiliate link. If you click on it and use that link, I will get a commission at no additional cost to you. But it's a great site to help you compare different policies to purchase the best one for you. Next up, make sure you give yourself enough time. So this allows for if there are significant delays and weather issues, you aren't trying to travel at the very last minute. Now I understand people have work commitments, people have things going on, and you may not be able to leave at the last minute. But if you can avoid not doing so, don't do it. Because it gives you time for mistakes and it gives you time to get where you want to go and be at on the holidays. Now, particularly for Christmas, you are probably carrying gifts to your loved ones. If you are traveling by plane, don't check those gifts in your luggage. Actually go and ship them ahead of time. Ship them to where you're going so you don't have to worry about them being in your checked bag and potentially being taken, or your baggage getting lost or delayed. If you ship it, less you have to worry with, right? And you ship it before you leave, and it should get there when you get there, and you don't have to worry about losing your valuables or your gifts or your holiday trip. Now, I know I love it, but I know we all should probably love getting together with our families and getting our wonderful, delicious holiday meals that we probably don't eat at all during the year except on holidays. But don't get that big healthy plate of food and board your flight or hit the road because your stomach is not gonna be okay, or you're gonna be sleepy, or you're gonna have to go to the bathroom. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know for me, I can't do it because I am probably going to be sick. So don't do that to yourself and make your travels miserable by eating those big, healthy, heavy meals and hitting the road or the friendly skies. Because we don't want you to be like that person who was on that Delta flight from Atlanta to Barcelona who had diarrhea going up and down the aisle. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. That's nasty. Now, during the holiday travel, and anytime you travel, but particularly during the holidays, be flexible. Because like I mentioned earlier, weather conditions can happen, delays can happen, you never know what may happen to an airline. If you are flexible and you have that mindset before going into your holiday travel, it will allow you to be free in thinking of like, okay, well, I can leave at this time if I'm driving, or I can be able to take this later flight. That's why if you give yourself extra time before you need to be there, you can be even more flexible with your options so you can get there when you want to be there. Going along with being flexible, you also need to have a plan B, okay? We all want plan A to go perfect and right, but that is not always the case, especially during holidays when flights are booked, and if there is a delay or cancellation, it just has a trickle effect. So if you have a plan B, you can still make it to your destination, maybe not right on time, but you'll still be able to be there and enjoy the festivities. So maybe you are flying and you're flying somewhere that's 2 hours away by plane. You could probably hop in a car and say, hey, I'm just gonna drive. It might be a 12-hour drive, but you're gonna get there. Or maybe you live in an area where you can take a train as an alternative. I know that's not always the best option in the US. Trains can be ridiculous. But anyways, that's a different discussion. But if you live somewhere where trains are reasonable and you can't drive or you can't fly, maybe hop on a train, or maybe you need to, catch a bus. There are other alternatives to transportation if you can't take the one that you want to do, like your car could break down or your flight could get canceled. And lastly, remain calm. It is chaotic in the airport. It is a lot of people driving on the road during the holidays. People are going all over the place in different directions. And when there is one flaw in any plan, people start to panic, anxiety levels start to go up. There is a rush. There is anger. People are getting mad at the gate agent at the airport because they can't get to whatever place they want to get to and have their Christmas dinner. Remain calm. You have to keep in mind it's not the gate agent's fault it's snowing outside. Okay? It's not the pilot's fault that it's icy outside. It is not the automaker's fault that your car broke down. It could be because it's an older car or you haven't taken care of it. You cannot blame other individuals and get mad at people who are just doing their job. So remain calm, and remaining calm will bring you peace, bring you patience, and give you clarity to think of your plan B and what you're going to do to make it to your destination if you still want to. All right, explorers, I hope you enjoyed these holiday travel tips for 2023. Are you planning to do anything for your holidays or go anywhere? Let me know in the comment box. Let's just recap these different ways to help you prepare for your holiday travel this year. Remember, avoid traveling on busy days. Make sure you have travel insurance. Give enough time before your event. Ship your gifts or valuables. Don't eat that heavy holiday meal and board your plane or drive. Be flexible. Have a plan B. And lastly, number 8, remain calm. So I hope you enjoyed these holiday travel tips for 2023. And if you did, please make sure you hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It is free for you to do so and helps me provide more and better content to you in the future. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. If you love to support my business even more to help my small business thrive, you can leave me a tip down below by hitting the thanks button. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever in the world you are. Bye.